tell us how you feel to win in front of a hometown crowd.
It's always nice to win. You know, it's hard to do interviews and keep your head up sometimes when you lose. You know, you're disappointed with yourself. I'm happy with my performance. You know, this guy had a lot to prove coming into my hometown. A ton of respect for Kevin. He took on a veteran in the sport in his hometown. And the guy came out and fought hard and he fought dirty. And you know, you gotta love that. You gotta love a guy that's gonna come in and take it to you. He did everything. He promoted. He had the mean face. Man, it was awesome. He's a good cat. You know, I really appreciate Kevin and what he did. He needs to stop hanging around with douchebags like that. Spencer Pratt, though, that guy's a real piece of work. Kevin seems like a real quality guy. You know, it's unfortunate he's got some real dorks as friends, and just get away from those guys. And you got a bright future in this sport.
So talk us through your game plan. Was it to just stifle his jiu-jitsu with your wrestling?
Make it a wrestling match. You know, don't play a jiu-jitsu game with a jiu-jitsu player. Make this a wrestling match and make it dirty. You know, punch him and hurt him. The guy, he had a tough head. Every time I kept hitting him, he'd duck his head, and I'd hit him right on the top of the forehead. And I was aiming right for his face, and he'd somehow guide it towards his head. And I got in some really good shots. So I mean, the guy's gonna be pretty lumped up tomorrow.
So how much trouble were you in when you had your back?
I honestly, it looked bad. I had him pushed up against the fence. I had control of his hands. He had a nice figure four on the body. My only thought was, man, I hope this doesn't look bad and they give him this round. But I reversed the situation and pounded did a lot of damage in those last few seconds of that round. And I had something to prove in the next 2 rounds.
So what's next for you? Are you ready to come back for a big fight?
I'm absolutely. No more challengers for me. This was Portland, Oregon, so I was happy to do it, happy to fight in front of everybody here. But I need to be on Strikeforce shows on the big cards, with the quality opponents and the top guys in this sport.